Ladies and mainly gentlemen that listen to this podcast, welcome to season 2 of Fatherhood Unscripted. Woo-woo.
We're on season 2, baby.
Season 2, y'all.
Let's
We
go.
are here. We took a week off. We're excited. Yeah, D?
We are excited. We are happy that we're continuing this podcast. You know, we gave it a lot of thought. We almost quit. Just kidding. Just kidding. But we
JK.
are really excited about the theme of this season. And Alec is going to share about that. But yes, I am stoked. Season 2, we're rocking and a rolling.
Yeah, we're really excited. We have some announcements this episode. Just getting back into it. We took last week off, like we talked about, and yeah, we're really excited to have season 2. This is technically episode 31, so we have moved on a little bit. We have a sponsor this episode that we'll talk about in a little bit. We have some big episodes coming up in a couple weeks. Not that every episode's not big, but we have some pretty cool guests coming up in the next couple weeks. And we're just really excited to see where this is going and seeing how it's growing. So if you do listen, again, thank you for everyone that does listen, everyone that has listened. If you're new, welcome. I'm Alec, my co-host DJ Clendenin, the man, the myth, the ginger. Yeah, we're doing good. We'll just kick it off like we usually do. D, how was your week, man?
Good. To make some extra income, have started driving for Lyft, and it has been a journey for both me and my passengers.
Literally.
Yeah. Hey, kudos. You know, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I've gotten all 5 stars. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, like I said, just we're on the grind daily. Both Alec and I were, always cooking up things and trying to figure out how to make money next. So it's yeah, it's been good. How about your week?
It's been good. We both are very entrepreneurial. I messed that word up, but we're very business mindset driven kind of guys, and so we're always thinking about something next. And which is the bad thing because DJ has ADHD. I have probably undiagnosed ADHD, but we get very fixated on things sometimes, and then those things with ADHD we drop off real quick. Like last night, I stayed up till like almost 3 o'clock in the morning working on a logo. I didn't have to do that, but I got fixated. And I was like, I gotta get this done tonight, and so I was up really late last night. But I think we got a lot of things in the works. We got this podcast. We've talked about another podcast we might get to sooner than later. We do have a business idea we're throwing around, me and DJ. We'll talk about that next week. Hint, hint. What next week's episode's about. But yeah, just getting back into things like DJ's doing Lyft. I do DoorDash. Just being an entrepreneur kind of person and just doing random things all the time. As you know, we both are at home dads at the moment. We have some plans to change that here in the near future, and we'll see what happens. If things don't happen, they don't happen. But we have goals, we have dreams, and we want to make them happen. And we are happy you guys are here with us along that journey. And I mean, that's what being his dad is about: figuring it out when stuff gets rough and tough. Yeah, they got that little country accent coming out and a little twang coming out there. Uh, Dads are tough when things get rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds better.
Trucks.
Trucks.
Uh,
Trucks and guns. America. We're not going to go to that kind of
America.
stuff. That's going to go into a whole different thing. Do I look like I want to say something? If y'all ain't watching the podcasts, we are on Instagram. We are on YouTube. We're probably going to be on TikTok pretty soon. I think we have a TikTok page. We just don't post to it. But I want to tell you something. I look real tan right now, y'all. I'm a real white guy, but I've been getting a lot of sun, and I look good. Beard's all lined up. Beard's long.
Good.
And then, I mean, I can't say much because DJ is wearing a Patriots hat and jersey right now. So it's like, I don't know what I can say. He's got a good looking face, but the rest of them right now, it's like,
I would say all we do is win, 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 no matter what, but that's not the case. Not
not
anymore.
anymore.
Not with Papa Bill and Brother Tom out. But hey,
Brother Tom.
we're that's something I came up with. No other Patriots fan says that. Uh, yeah, that's yeah. Uh, but speaking about the Patriots, Tom Brady just had his number retired. Number 12 was retired. He had was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and so there we have it. He said he'll always be a Patriot. They made us Patriots fans very happy, and so that is that. What else? What else? Before I got on this podcast, literally as Alex sent me the link to get on this podcast, my daughter peed through her diaper, so
It's always
that
fun
was
things.
fun. Had to change. Well, I didn't change her sheet. She has like a bed cover on, so I just took the sheet
Mm.
off and she's laying down with her blanket. Yeah, changed her pajamas, her diaper, and that is parenthood summed up. And so
100%.
I'm trying to
Oh,
think. I can't think of anything to say, and it's
DJ
bothering
has
me.
gotten brain rot in season 2. It's happened, y'all. It's he's been sick. That's what it is. He's been sick the last couple of days. He's got things going on. He's tired. That's what it is, y'all. But we're still good. We're still getting it. We're still here. Um, season 2. What are we expecting for season 2 this time? But
Growth.
mm-hmm.
That's one word I can use. Hold on one second.
How dare you?
All right. So growth is one thing. Two, we want to fill up not you basically want to fill up this space with not our just our voices, but different perspectives from different dads across the United States and across the world. And so we want to give you guys just as much as we can from our guests. And Alec has done a really good job at finding these people and putting them on our calendar. And that is going to be our goal for this season is to get as many people as we can in. And yeah,
Let's hear stories.
just yeah, hear the stories and maybe you don't relate to us. Maybe we're just not that relatable and we suck. You can tell us that. That's fine. But that's the reason we want to bring on people so that if there is something that you can relate to with them, you know, maybe you can plug into their material or, you know, maybe that's the thing that gets you hooked with us or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But here the big overarching theme or what we've always wanted to do with this podcast, with our Instagram, or everything is we wanted to create a community of dads to come together and find like-minded, like just we're at the same stage or different stages, or what we can learn from each other and continue to grow and continue to be a great as the best dad as possible for our children. And so that was has been the heart of Fatherhood Unscripted. And I was just listening to our very, 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 very first episode. And I thought, okay, here we go. I'm ready for cringe. I'm ready for, but honestly, it was genuine fatherhood unscripted. And that's, our story, how we've gotten to this point, how we've grown as dads, and really this beautiful journey called fatherhood. It's it has literally and figuratively been unscripted,
Mm-hmm.
but it has, I don't know, I just growth to to come back to the point of what Alec asked this season, growth and being genuine to what fatherhood is. You guys, we're not going to sugarcoat things. We're just going to tell it how it is, and we're going to have our guests do the exact same thing. Be very blunt with things, and how
Yeah.
they've gotten to where they've gotten, and yeah, yeah. What say you, Sir Alec?
I mean, I think you are right on track with everything just because that's what we've always wanted. And that's with our stories is, there's not one way to be a dad. There's a bunch. And that's just what we got into this to do was to hear different stories and talk to different people. And we are working, just a sidebar, on a website. It is in the works still. And on that website, you'll be able to click this little link and record a voicemail to us, just talking about your stories. Because, we want to talk to as many people as possible. But sometimes, people are scared to reach out. And so you can call in anonymously and just let us know, like, hey, this is my story. Or, hey, I'm struggling with this. And that's what we want to do is help dads through tough times. Because I know there's times where as a dad myself where it's just been like I don't know what the heck to do. Who do I talk to? My dad? Do I talk to my grandpa? If you've listened to this podcast long enough, mine and DJ's past with our dads, our past with our mentors and stuff like that. And it's just, who do you turn to? Who do you go to? And then I think just talking with other dads, you realize that not everyone's story is the same, but there are a lot of similarities. We all have kids. That's the whole point of this fatherhood thing, and we all go through a lot of the same things with mental health, which, by the way, it is June. It is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. um, we will bring an announcement to that. If you are struggling with mental health, seek help, talk to us. Like we've said in the past, we're not licensed or anything, but we are here to talk. We'll help you through things if we can. And we have talked about BetterHelp. I went through BetterHelp and it was awesome. So if you are struggling or thinking about having suicidal thoughts and stuff like that, reach out to someone. Your life is way more important than you think, especially if you have kids. So get help. Anyways, back to my train of thought. You can reach out to us. Just message us on Instagram, or once we have our site up, send us a voicemail. And you don't have to say your name, just like, I'm struggling with this. And then we will talk about it on the podcast. We want to build that community. We've talked about it so many times that we just want to help dads and get through things and just be there. And yes, dads are tough. We're going to get things done at the end of the day and figure things out for our family. But we are human and we have emotions and we have a brain and a heart and we break down sometimes. And we're here to be helpful and be mechanics and help fix things if we can. So I hope that sums things up a little bit. I don't know, but yeah. Um, I guess we can go ahead and announce next week. I think we talked about it a little bit in the last season, but Simon Squibb is going to be on the podcast. Millionaire, philanthropist, playboy, no, but millionaire, book writer, author, just amazing man in the UK. He has the number one book in the UK right now. It's called What's Your Dream? You can check him out on TikTok, Simon Squibb. He goes around with a microphone, asks people what their dream is. He is owner of Help Bank in the UK. And that's what he wants to do. He just wants to help people fund their dreams, help people help get started on businesses. You can check him out on YouTube. He's got full length free videos on how to start businesses, how to start marketing, how to do all this stuff for yourself. Amazing, amazing man, amazing father. And we are going to have him on next week. So that's very awesome and very exciting to have him on next week. We get to talk to him about different things. I'm really excited about that. I know DJ excited. And then in 2 weeks, we have Jason from Seven Kitten Homestead. He's also on TikTok. Him and his family of seven moved out into an off-grid house, and they're just building up their land. And I got to talk to him a little bit this week, and he's very excited to be on too. And he said he gets a lot of podcast requests, but just the fatherhood aspect of our podcast is what kind of reached out to him. So he took that and he's like, I really want to talk about that. So it'll be really cool to have him on. And then we've got a couple other guests in the works at the moment. And then you got me and DJ. You got the good old boys. You get to stare at our faces, listen to our sultry voices. I don't know if the people are going to listen to me whisper right now, but what's up? Yeah. So we'll be here. Your regularly scheduled programming on Thursdays usually. So they're usually on Friday mornings, but we're here. Yeah. You excited, D?
Yes, you guys, the amount of gems that will be dropped in the next couple weeks on just life and how they have taken fatherhood, the mantle of fatherhood. Literally, the definition says the state of being a father. That's what fatherhood is about. That's the definition. That's it. When you don't give up, that's all that it's all about. Like, just keep the course. And these guys have made some very tough decisions in life and have seen it through. And this is just what I believe from what I've read, what I've seen, is that one main reason why they do what they do is for their children. And
Hmm.
so, guys, I'm telling you, if you don't tune in the rest of the time, I don't care. But tune in these next couple weeks because you guys are going to get a wealth of knowledge that you could probably use for the rest of your life, to be honest. Or at least you're turned on to something like we point you in the right direction. You go pick up his book, Simon's book, or, you know, you go to,
I think Jason has a
their
book as well.
channel, whatever.
So
You go to Jason, his book or his channel, Simon's channel. Like, even if we can point you in the right direction, that's what we're about. You know what I'm saying? We're about getting you the resources to be the best dad you can be and to continue to be in the state of being a father because that's what we care about. We care about stepping up to the plate and just absolutely crushing it as
mhm.
dads. But yeah, like I said, I am super stoked. I I know Alec has been following Jason for a lot longer than I have, but I started following him a couple months ago, and he has some cool stuff.
I was
It's really
talking to him.
cool.
I was talking to him. I was like, "Yeah, my co-host, like, he's trying to move his whole family off grid now because he saw you." He's like, "Oh, cool." So,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I briefly talked about it at one point. Again, ADHD. You guys, you get on, you get onto this little track, and you're like, "Ooh, I like this. I want to do this." And then 2 weeks later, it's like not even your brain anymore.
mhm.
That's also how I treat most friends and family. And so I apologize if you're listening to this podcast and I haven't texted you in a while or whatever. But there is a thing like I it's not that I forget about you. It's like blindness. I forget the actual term for it, but like legitimately out of sight, out of mind is a
Mm.
real thing for people with ADHD. And so please
Listen,
forgive
I'm
me.
one of his most favorite people in the world. I'm like top two favorite people in the world for DJ, and he doesn't even text me back half the time. So
Well, texting back's also another issue.
you did deny me.
I
So I'm just gonna take that as a win that you
no,
did deny. So we're good
yeah, I did not deny this.
there.
We're going to marriage counseling, Alec and I.
If you guys didn't know, so our wives are sisters. We'll go back a little bit here. Me and DJ have been friends since we were about 11, 12 years old. And I married my wife, and then DJ started dating my wife's sister, which the four of us were a very tight knit group. And so we ended up marrying each other's, or yes, we're married to sisters. And
Yep.
there's a running joke in our family that me and DJ married them so that me and him could be together for life. So we're heterosexual life mates, is what we call it.
No, we're just gay for each other. Don't lie.
That works too. Love you. Yeah. Said it.
Love you too.
There we go. All right. Well, now that we're past that, um, yeah, it's just I'm so excited to be back in the. We took a week off, just get things rolling. If you're listening to this, you heard the new music. We have a new logo that I'm pretty excited about and cool with. The Viking tree is kind of gone now, but it's more of like an angular black and red kind of looking thing. It was, I will say this, DJ, it was blue and red and black. So it was Patriot colors at the first, and I was like, no, I got to change that because no, we're not rolling that way. We got to be our own thing. No Patriots colors on our logo. Yeah, so we're
That's good.
stepping it up a notch. We're we're doing better. We're doing good. I think me and DJ, we're at a little bit of low point right now with certain things in our life, but I think we're doing really good, and we're getting things rolling with this. I feel like we've stepped up from, like he said, he listened to that first episode. I went back and I was listening to a couple minutes of it. We have definitely stepped up a big notch with them. And then we've had a couple. Well, I don't know if we want to talk about that, but we've had people reach out to us now about, hey, we listened to your episodes and this sounds really good, or this sounds really good, and we are really excited about this. So it's kind of cool to start hearing a lot of feedback and getting things back from you guys. And yeah, I think we're going to do a big push now on social medias too. So get a lot more of y'all listening. And yeah, I mean, this is just an update video. We've talked about it a little bit. I saw a quote today. It said, "The best dads have the hardest." What is it? It was the best dads have the hardest time being dads, or is it? I'll have to look it up again. But it was something like that. It was just like, it's harder to be a dad. I can't. I lost it, and now I'm just gonna ramble about it, and it sucks. Um, Hold on, I'm looking it up. The best dads. Sorry, y'all. Have hard. Hold on. What's the quote? I don't know. I can't find it, y'all. Sorry about that. Anyways, I'll look it up for the next one, and I'll get it out there. But just being a dad, I think we're looked over a lot. I think going back to this month, just the mental health month, is people don't give dads enough credit sometimes because, like, the what else is this month? It's the LGBTQ month, right? It's Pride Month, isn't it?
Pride Month.
So fatherhood and menhood kind of gets covered up a little bit, and not stepping on any feet here, but it is a very important subject that gets looked over. Is just an issue nowadays where men don't know where to turn, and they just think that no one cares about us, and so we go to dark, dark places. And so, yeah, we just want to be here for you, talk about lives, because I mean, being a dad is hard sometimes. We go through tough times, we go through happy times. Your kids walk in the door and screaming dad at you when you see him for the first time of the day. It's the best thing in the world. But also, when you've heard dad screamed at you a million times a day, it's the hardest time of the day of the world. So it can go back. It flips real quick when you're a dad, and your mom too. Mom, we love moms on here, um, but we're talking about dad, so we're here. Yeah. I mean, DJ, is there anything else you want to add to it, bud?
No, but we do have a message from our sponsor.
Oh yeah, pull that up. Our sponsor is Christ Culture. We have talked about them in the past. They are a Christian clothing brand. Go check them out. They're really cool. And so today's episode is brought to you by Christ Culture. Their caption is "Where Faith Meets Fashion." Wear your beliefs proudly with your stylish apparel. You guys can visit them at christculture.com. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. That's my bad. Christ Culture. Hold on. I'm not prepared. Christculture.store, y'all. It's Christculture.store, and they have a promotion going on right now. It starts, I mean, it's past 9 o'clock already. It's going on right now, running through this weekend, or no, it goes through July 4th, right?
Yeah, July
Uh,
4th.
Running through July 4th. If you put in the code FATHERHOOD, FATHERHOOD, yes, FATHERHOOD, you get 10% off your order. So go check them out. And they are the official merch maker of Fatherhood Unscripted. There is a Fatherhood Unscripted hoodie and a Fatherhood Unscripted hat now with our logo on it. It's a black hoodie, black hat with our logo, kind of like what I'm wearing now, but this got the tree and the Fatherhood Unscripted logo on there. Go check them out. Awesome, awesome stuff. And yeah, we should have some merch here pretty soon. Yeah, get some stuff
Yeah.
out. Their prices are pretty good. I think it's like $20 for a hat, $30 for a shirt, and a little bit more for sweaters, but it's not bad. And yeah, Fatherhood. Use that code 10% off at checkout. Go check them out. They are amazing, and we are amazed and thankful to have them as a sponsor of this episode. So yeah, DJ, anything else you would like to add to this milestone episode, season 1, 2, episode 1? Oh my gosh.
Let me see here. Hmm.
You know, I went back to listen to. I was listening to the Blurry Corner. I think that is a good name for your office. If you guys have listened, go back like 3 episodes, and it's the Blurry Corner.
The
Yeah.
blurry corner. What do you get from a pampered cow?
Oh no.
Spoiled milk. You're welcome. Wait, let's see here. What did the duck say when it bought chapstick?
Oh no.
Put it on my bill.
Jeez. So if you guys don't know this, the dumber the joke, DJ dies laughing. Mia's got one right now. So my daughter, my 6-year-old, it's gonna be 7 in 2 months. Isn't that crazy? She's going around right now, and she goes, "Dad, will you remember me in 5 years?" I'm like, "Yeah, babe, of course." "Will you remember me next year?" "Yeah, babe." "Will you remember me in 5 minutes?" "Yeah, babe." "Knock knock." I said, "Who's there?" She's like, "See, you already forgot me." I'm like, wow.
Oh, she set you up.
hmm And then Mike is, I think I talked about it. Mike is into these really, really dumb jokes right now where it's like, "Dad, did you know if you stay underwater for 10 minutes, you'll die?" "Dad, did you know if you go into water, you get wet?" Like, what are you talking about, man? Come on. She's like, "You know, the person or the thing with the longest holding breath record is a fish?" No crap. So we're having fun, y'all. We're very excited. Next week, if you guys have any kind of wanting to build a business, wanting to be an entrepreneur, wanting to make the money you've always wanted to and deserve to make in your life, listen to next week's episode. Simon Squibb is going to drop some knowledge, y'all. We will be putting some stuff up. We will be linking his channel on our Instagram. So go check it out. We are very, very, very excited and honored to have him on next week. But yeah, if you have any of that in you, if you have any kind of dreams to be an entrepreneur, come next week. Listen to next week's episode. Hopefully, you listen this week. Season 2, we are very excited to have you. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
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 All right, y'all. We will see you in the next episode with our guest Simon, and we love you all. We thank you all, and have a good night.
Peace.